people donated could not replace the great oil refineries of the Caucasus, the mines of the Ukraine, the shipyards of the Baltic and the Black Sea, and the huge power plants of the Dnieper. But it could help to build anew. Even those who had already served at the front made contributions. Material things mattered less than victory, at any cost. Actors, artists, poets, scientists, all contributed. The company of the Mali Theater, the most prestigious in Russia, gave enough for a whole squadron of fighters. The Russian Orthodox Church funded a tank column. When it was ready for action, the Patriarch Sergei came to bless it and send it on its way. Many Russian women fought in the front line in the Great Patriotic War. Many more served in the factories, munitions plants, and hospitals. Perhaps these were more traditional roles, but they performed them superbly. Those they comforted did not forget those who attended them through the darkness. Some women held down 2 jobs, one in the plant and then a shift at the hospital. In addition to everything else, they gave blood. Worst of all, as always in disaster, was the plight of the children. Many were orphaned, many separated from their parents in the chaos of evacuation. Many were wounded, starving, ill with one disease or another. Many had been burned. All had become familiar with fear and pain and loneliness. In the East, some of them were given a new life. People of all kinds, of all nationalities, took them into their homes. And very soon, the fear and the loneliness fell away. It had been an upheaval unprecedented in any society. The transfer of the greater part of an economy and a huge proportion of the population to undeveloped territories 1,000 miles away, and there to establish the equal of any industrial power in Europe. And finally, to outproduce the formidable plants of Germany. As the war ground westward, each battle produced new refugees. Many came to the east to start their lives again. But it was the tide of the gigantic evacuation of the first 6 months that made eventual victory possible. 10,000 tanks, 100,000 planes, cannon by the thousands, rifle and submachine guns by the millions, ammunition by the tens of millions of tons. This was their achievement. Tears and sweat, they had rebuilt the Soviet war machine, more powerful than ever. They had turned loss into overwhelming strength. Now the trains traveled without hindrance, at full speed. Their destinations, Warsaw, Belgrade, Berlin, and Russia's victory in the unknown war. Our next story, the partisans. Hundreds of thousands of Russian civilians left their burning farms and devastated cities to fight the Nazis as guerrilla groups. They ambushed Nazi units, destroyed communications, carried out all kinds of sabotage. They were the anonymous fighters of the unknown war.